we have honeybees all over our sage. One right there, one right there, one right there. They are everywhere. Just really, really working on this sage. But we don't just only have honeybees, we have other little bees too that are also working on this sage as well. But you can see all the honeybees. They love this sage. And this is regular sage. I've been growing this plant for a long time. A couple of years, maybe 3 years, I guess. And this is actually the first year I've seen it blossom this much. I mean, it's blossomed before, but not as much as this. But you can see all the honeybees and everything. Different ones are flying around it as well. But yeah, there's all kinds of honeybees. Now, a week ago, I planted some seeds over in the raised garden, and these seeds had gotten wet. And you can see they didn't even germinate inside these also got wet. This is a corn, but you can see they didn't germinate either. And these things got wet, and they never even germinated. And so 2 weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks ago that I planted these things in there, and they never did come up. The only thing that came up, sorry about the distance, was the carrots. Evidently carrots are much stronger than the rest of the seeds. This camera device is not working very good. But there's the carrots. Carrots came up, but nothing else came up. And you can see the red little seeds in here. They never did germinate, not one of them. I mean, and I had them in the ground. I just kind of raked through it the other day and planted some new plants. I planted some squash and cucumbers in here because the other ones just didn't want to come up. Here's some more of my thyme. And then I planted over here a pumpkin, and you can see it's coming up, but it was not with any of that seed. Now that seed I got from the Dollar Tree. Don't get your seed from the Dollar Tree. Now, maybe it would come up for somebody else in better soil. And of course, I have put in this raised bed, I have put in soil mix from Walmart, some of their soil mix. But and this soil out here is not the greatest. I planted a couple of things of corn, and that one's coming up, and that one's coming up, if the squirrels don't see it. And there's some more of my Egyptian onions, doing really well out here. And here's our asparagus, but you can see they have seeds on them. So as soon as they turn red, I'm going to take these seeds, and then we'll keep them, and we'll plant them for next year. But you can't eat, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that once you plant these by seeds, it's like 3 years before you can start eating the asparagus from those. And so they won't be planted in here with these, so they're not mistaken for anything else. They'll be planted elsewhere. And this thing here, he's starting to make on, getting blossoms to make berries. Sorry about the camera falling down. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I think I need a new one. But yeah, that this blackberry wasn't supposed to be here. It was just a temporary thing while we were cleaning out some blackberries from another patch, and I stuck this one here, and this is where it's been staying. And then the Russian sage that I have, and then the lavender. I have one variety and a different variety of lavender. One's English and one's something else. I can't remember what it was. And but yeah. Now I don't see any honeybees out here right now. But as soon as this Russian sage starts blossoming, it'll be full of bees too. And that'll be good because about that time the squash should be starting to come up and putting on some seeds. Putting on some blossoms, I should say. So, and here's another one of our strawberry patches, which I have to go through today and pick all the strawberries out for my lunch for work. There's quite a bit. I'm still going to take some more of those strawberries that are in the greenhouse and plant them out here. I just got to remove some more of this grass. Where there's lots of strawberries and there's not as much grass as like over here. So the more strawberries I get in here, the less grass will be able to grow. So I don't see any new blossoms coming on, so that means I need to pick all this strawberries off so they'll start making new blossoms. Yeah, but you can see all the strawberries in there. This isn't the only patch of strawberries we have. I have another one out front of the house by the apple trees, and the apple trees are full of apples this year, which is good. And the berries are full of berries out front. I need to go out there and pick them because they're not blossoming again either. So as soon as I get the strawberries off of these, they'll start blossoming again. So that's what I need to do. Sorry about the voice. I know it's a lousy voice to start with, but it's even worse now. I've been taking oregano tea and tomato and onion sandwiches to get rid of this cold. And it's helping. I mean, I've got more energy today than I've had for the last 2 days. Yesterday was a little bit better. Friday I was horrible. It was my Friday. It was Wednesday, which was my Friday. But you know, you can see. So I watered this yesterday, but you can see how quickly it dries up. So, but I am discouraged about the seeds not coming up. So like I said, I planted some cucumbers and zucchini squash in here. And the carrots will do just fine with the squash and cucumbers in here. This is an onion that was put in here year before last. Anyway, we're waiting for it to blossom so we can keep the seeds of it. And I want to keep as many heritage seeds as I can. Squash and stuff, seeds that I buy today, they are a lot of different varieties. But these potatoes were in here. These are the same potatoes I planted 2 years ago. And I didn't take all the potatoes out of here, so they just keep coming back. Every time I leave the potatoes in here, they keep coming back. And then the thyme, it just sits out here year round. It's got a bug on it. I'm not sure. It looks like a mason bee. I don't know if that's too late in the year for mason bees or not. It looks almost like a mason bee. But so we're going to have potatoes. We have carrots. We have strawberries. And we will have some pumpkins. And a couple of ears of corn off of that thing. I just planted those because I was getting discouraged that day. So see if they would grow in that just plain old Central Oregon volcanic soil. So anyway, and the asparagus going to seed. And catch you on the flip side. Please subscribe. Please push the notification bell. Please make a comment. Push the like button or not like button. And please subscribe. And we will catch you on the flip side.